Okay, when I first started my online business on Fiverr, I struggled big time to win my first clients until I finally changed a few simple things, which I'm going to cover in this video. You see, we all watch these videos about how so many of us are killing it on Fiverr and making a ton of money. But I know for a lot of you, the first few weeks and months, well, let's be honest, your inbox is more barren than the Sahara. Now it's rough, starting out, and we've all been there, trying to compete with top sellers boasting hundreds of flawless 5-star reviews, or those sellers that want to price themselves as low as possible. Well, this is what I did, and it's exactly what you should do too. And by the way, what I'm about to share with you is no top secrets. In fact, they're just common sense methods, which I know a lot of the time are completely overlooked. In fact, even when my girlfriend started Fiverr a few months ago, she was in exactly the same position. But by implementing these points, she managed to earn over $1,500 in her first full month on Fiverr. So pretty good going. In fact, that was actually better than what I did in my first month. So let's get into these Fiverr hacks that will change the game for you. Okay, tip number 1, and this is crucial. You absolutely must take the time to completely fill out your seller profile before even creating your first gig. Now, I know it's tedious and it seems unimportant when all you want to do is jump to offering services and making money already. But believe me, I felt the same way when I was starting out. But having an empty or barely filled out profile can totally kill your credibility with buyers, even if your gig offerings look amazing. Think about it. When you're browsing Fiverr for the first time to hire someone, the first thing you assess is how legit and trustworthy that seller seems based on their profile, right? You want to know if they have experience, credentials, a proven track record of success, working with past clients, etc. So, treat your seller profile like it's a professional resume or an About Me page. Because the truth is, this is now your online business. So just like any other business, you need to take things seriously. Make it robust, detailed, and highlight every piece of relevant expertise, training, achievements, and past client outcomes up front to establish credibility and authority fast with visitors before they even get to assessing your specific services. Also, fill out the welcome message tag section displayed under your name. Keep it short and descriptive, so when buyers visit your profile, they know exactly what you're offering. Then, take the time to craft an awesome opening statement focused on quickly communicating the core value you offer compared to competitors. Now, to be fair, mine is pretty basic and probably does need a little bit of tweaking, but it's to the point. So try to explain eloquently the exact problems you solve better than the alternatives, and how you deliver incredible results tailored to every client's unique needs. Share why you love the work so much and how that passion translates to going above and beyond basic expectations when handling projects of all sizes. The overall aim here is to make potential clients instantly see you as a seasoned expert filled with experience, even if you're brand new to Fiverr. So make sure you have all these details in place first before even thinking about pitching any gigs, because this will do a couple of things. 1, it will establish higher perceived capability and trust from the get-go. And 2, it will directly impact whether buyers will click over to your gigs or bounce to seek alternatives that seem more qualified. Okay, on to tip number 2. This one is about optimizing your actual gig offerings and titles to niche down into specialized services and hyper-targeted buyer needs, rather than trying to appear like a generic jack of all trades, master of none. Because it's so much better to be seen as an expert solving very specific problems versus just being okay at everything. So for example, instead of a copywriter titling their gig simply, "I will write website content for your business," drill down to stuff like, "I'll create high converting Amazon product descriptions," or "Let me write attention grabbing dating app bios guaranteed to get matches." See how those niche down into very tailored services, solving particular issues for subgroups rather than just content writing in general? This will also mean that you can put out more gigs, increasing your market size. And that's exactly what I do with my gigs. And when your titles demonstrate that level of precise audience understanding by addressing real motivations, it makes your gigs stand out like crazy against competitors. This positioning makes it infinitely clearer, meaning you get exactly who needs your service and they know what outcome they expect. Buyers find it way less risky to connect with sellers who clearly specialize in their unique situation rather than those trying to serve every need under the sun. So take the time to really research the top performing gigs related to your niche and dig into understanding the distinct goals and pain points of each buyer's subgroup you identify with. Then craft your gigs to directly target those buyers. This is something you'll find that most sellers in your niche won't be doing. Okay, tip number 3. Raking in those critical reviews and gig portfolio samples to overcome the dreaded empty profile syndrome that all new sellers face at first. This, I think, is by far the most frustrating part for everyone early on. And if I'm right about that, then go ahead and let me know in the comments below and maybe even tell me how you've managed to overcome it. Now, you need social proof and examples to score sales, but you don't have anything without sales. That, my friends, is called a catch-22. So, here are some creative workarounds. First, prepare 3 to 4 quality portfolio pieces aligned to your key gig offerings, so potential customers feel excited seeing what great work you could create for them. For example, offer friends already operating related businesses if you can optimize some existing materials of theirs as examples of partnerships. Things like rewriting product listings, social posts, or web pages, whatever your service is. Ask politely if they'd be comfortable letting you include them in your profile. 9 times out of 10, people are happy to help. And now you can also reuse and modify templated reports, guideline documents, or spreadsheets related to the work that you want to do, styling them as project samples. For example, it could be growth analytics of your Instagram if that's the service that you're offering. Bottom line, getting creative, pulling together a few work samples, visually indicating your capabilities in advance of actual paid jobs that you might have done. These help buyers envision the quality they'd receive hiring your services, which is massively important in influencing purchase decisions early on. Because as a buyer, would you really purchase a service without seeing the seller's previous work? Probably not, especially when that seller has very few or even zero feedback because, well, they're new. But okay, let's get to those reviews. Now, while likely that you won't have any Fiverr generated feedback yet, don't just wait around crossing your fingers hoping that something will magically start validating you. Instead, proactively ask favors of friends, family, or existing professional contacts if they can provide positive recommendations based on any assistance you provided them in the past. Or even better, if they need work doing now, which they can place an order for through Fiverr. The biggest thing to remember is, to get reviews on Fiverr, you need orders. But if you've already done work in the past for people, then what I'd do is get them to write feedback based on their experience working with you and create a Canva document showcasing the reviews and work done to then be uploaded onto your gig via the gallery option. This will at least allow buyers to see some evidence showing that you're good at what you do. All right, tip number 4. Would you believe the immense advantages of filming a quick personalized intro video to feature front and center on your gig page rather than just writing content and hoping people buy is actually a complete game changer? Consider that most amateur sellers suggest services through boring static images and blocks of text. Not exactly captivating. So, uploading a short, maximum 1 minute 15-second video of you energetically describing offerings to the camera instantly makes your page 100 times better at engaging visitors scrolling by. Actually, this can be a game changer for a lot of you. For example, logo designers. There are tons of you, but how many of you have actually created an intro video for yourself? I'm guessing probably not even 10%. So, be personable. Explain who you are and what you offer, and Highlight awesome outcomes from past client examples. Share specific reasons why you'd be the absolute best fit to handle their project over generic competitors, and clearly describe how your packages can exceed expectations on both quality and pricing. And finally, end by inviting those clients who resonate with your speciality to order through your gig. Even if it's shot on an iPhone, hearing and seeing someone's human enthusiasm and confidence firsthand builds immense trust and appeal from potential buyers. It personalizes the sales process far better than a faceless generic thumbnail trying to convert clients. And finally, tip number 5 is to offer limited time discounts and special bonus offers exclusively in your gig video and description. This builds real urgency for fence sitters to pull the trigger and hire you ASAP instead of waiting. Consider including exciting perks like free unlimited revisions for first timers, discounted prices for return buyers, or premium add-ons guaranteeing overloaded value. In fact, one guy in my niche does this quite well by offering promotions for limited times and clearly stating that his gig is set to 10 active orders at a time max, prompting potential buyers to act fast when they see his gig. So, set clear calls to action, pointing buyers to press order now before the deal expires. Having tempting promotional incentives tied explicitly to hiring you over alternatives, combined with video social proof, is an insanely effective tactic for sealing conversions, even as a newbie seller.